I'm Randy Ball, and I fly jets upside down. But there's nothing like looking up through the canopy and seeing the ground. These jets ever break? Did these jets ever break? Occasionally, yes, they do break. Usually, you can't find a big mechanic, so I'm elected. And Aaron May's elected, sometimes at an air show. All the stuff that goes on at air shows that you just never see. It's nothing like flying close to the ground in front of the crowd. As a kid, I was just mesmerized by the magic in the sky, just trying to give some of it back.
What'd you do with that little flashlight?
I gave it to you. The tail that you see over behind me will be reattached, which is about another 2 days worth of work.
When the speed brakes start to open, the pilot will get the indication what it is back here, because I can show you when he doesn't know that what happens. I'm Jon Blanchette, and behind me you will see a MiG-17F, of which I got in a scrapyard in Poland, brought over here, and restored it. It happens to be a model which is very rare. First time I saw it was a morning in February of 1994, and it was 6 below zero. The cockpit had water in the inside, frozen, which we melted out later. And my wife said it was about 7 gallons worth in there. It's been a long project. It took about 14 years before it lifted off for the first time. It kept working piece by piece by piece by piece, year after year, and pretty soon it was ready to fly. Believe it or not, if you do enough pieces, you run out of pieces. It's ready to fly, and that was a big day when that happened, when it actually lifted off. And at that point, it was just the start.
The tail that you see over behind me will be reattached, which is about another 2 days worth of work. Another weekend or two, and we'll be ready to go fly upside down.
Ball's a commercial pilot who flies air shows on the weekend. In his jet, a MiG-17F, and John's jet, a MiG-17PF. With the first air show of the season just 3 weeks out, Ball and his team must move quickly to get the half-ton tail back onto the jet.
We'll do a final inspection on the afterburner itself, the nozzle, all the fuel nozzles and so forth, one more time before the aircraft flies. Area that's very prone to cracks. A lot of heat. So eventually it will crack. So that's one of the things that we'll always keep an eye on. Not just now, but throughout the season. It just takes a minute for me to work it back and forth.
Yeah, you gotta kind of parallel park it to get it over there.
Do me a favor, mate. Look at the front, left and right slide. Make sure it's centered.
That's pretty close.
Pretty close. 3 or 4 inches too short.
Well, I don't know where y'all measured it from, so.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Man, I'm glad everybody stands around watching me doing this. With pushing it by myself, nobody helping with pushing or pulling, it really makes it easy.
There's 9 studs around the fuselage, and then there's holes in the tail, and they have to go together and line up. When they do, you're set.
Randy realizes he forgot a part, so he sends John off to the local hardware store to pick it up.
Oh, the hose. Yeah, I forgot the other one. That's a big deal all night long. There'll be more fuel in the tail than you want to mess with. Just pulls off. There you go. This part is a team effort.
Ready?
Sam, bring the nose back up a half an inch. Oh, there you go, it's enough. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? These got these lines down here. Have you been checking these? No, nobody's been down here checking them, have they? Crap. Without this hose, this airplane would not go fast at all. It drips fuel 24/7 into it. We keep it in a bucket here and then we save it, but that's all that hose is for, is to connect the drain inside the tail to the drain in the tail so that it drips out on the ground and not inside the tail.
Never mentioned word airplane. I just said I need some of this.
Yeah. All right, everybody, you ready? First, pack it like a dentist would. Stuff those paper towels all up in there.
You gonna pay me like a dentist now?
No. That's what they do. How's your bolts on your side, Sam? We're against something that's not hard. Not lined up.
You're gonna crack it.
What?
You're gonna crack it.
Operates the afterburner.
Oh, we're still hitting both the dolly and the plane jacks. You can rotate them till they line up, and then that's what we're doing. We're lining them up, and then they'll go right on.
That's almost on. Back it up. Back it up. Come on. Pull back. One more. Come on. There. Yeah, forward. All you got. Ready?
There you go.
Good enough to get a nut on?
I got one thread.
One thread's a beautiful thing.
It is done.
Not much fun today. You know, sometimes when we take it all apart and stuff just shifts, we don't get it jacked up exactly where it was when we took it apart after the engine run.
Oh crap, which one of these is the top nut?
Randy Ball and his team struggled for over an hour to get the tail back on. Now they must reconnect the two halves of the jet.
Oh crap, which one of these is the top nut?
Since Ball will fly the jet at speeds over 600 miles an hour, the team must take great care in reassembling the jet.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of Randy Ball on the MiG-17F?
Make sure you get your little one started at the top or they won't go on.
I don't have threads out yet.
Ball has only 2 weeks left before the first air show. Since he and his team work full-time jobs, they only have the weekends to prep the jet.
I am now a maintenance instructor for the field operations and final assembly portion of Lockheed Martin.
Women are vastly underrepresented in the aviation industry. There are few female technicians. Kelly is the only female crew chief of a jet aerobatic team on the airshow circuit in North America. She's become a highly visible role model for young women interested in aviation. Her appearances at air shows around the country provide an unprecedented opportunity for young women to interact with Kelly.
I talk to them and I ask them what they're interested in, and I tell them, you know, you could do this if this is something that turns out you like. The young lady that follows us from Canada, she's been following us heavily for many years now. A couple years back, she bought a thing that said that she wanted to be a plane captain, because that's what I am. Yeah. They pick up on it.
Yeah. It'll make getting the jack out from under it easier. Let me get this one. Yeah, I've got to put the I'll put some soup.
I didn't do that.
I'll put some significant mojo on them. Pull. Tight. Remember 8 G's and all that sort of stuff.
He's pulling 8 G's.
Come on now, pull on it. There you go.
Like a tiger. Oh, a day's work.
It looks like an airplane now, doesn't it?
Some one piece.
Well, I like it better once it's back and running. But I always like it when the tail's back on. Take off right now. Cross those lights.
A lot of times we don't stay out here until it's pitch dark like this, but when we do, it's cool. Let's sit here and look out over all the airport lights.
If we get some stuff hooked up tomorrow, that would be way.
In New York, Red 620 hasn't flown in 2 airshow seasons.
Everything is a problem, believe it or not. But I'll resolve it. I'll resolve it eventually. But you can hear it operate. Hear that click? When the speed brakes start to open, the pilot will get the indication what it is back here, because I can show you when he doesn't know that what happens. The speed brakes are open. He's got full afterburner on, which is a no-no. See this right here? Mm-hmm. And he doesn't even seem to know it, even though he's taken off with the speed brakes open. I got blamed for that.
John was only able to get some of the work done before he headed to Florida with Bev for a break.
Thank you. 620 needs to have an inspection completed. We put the tail on and did all the engine things. Listen to the clicks. Hear the clicks? Done. Now we have to do the exterior part of it. All the links and rods and fittings. There's no room for error. It's got to be done 100%. 99 is not good enough.
You were talking about video, and I have this flying camera. Fly it around in the hangar over here.
Like anything else in life, there's a good way to do it and there's a get you by way to do it. I think the right way to do it